Last time on the Reclamation, the party took care of a horde of skeletons that were approaching Goblin Town. After resting and getting their strength back after what seemed like a very, very long day, they headed back out to the tree that was spotted behind the temple, where they found a luscious leaved tree with phases of the moon imprinted onto the leaves themselves. They found the skeletons of a goblin and a human, which was found to be Phaelin Selvanor, the ancestor to Saren. Now, heading back over to camp, they see that Ogrurum has built a little elevator so they didn't have to climb up all those stairs. Taking the elevator up and spending a day just drinking with Ogrurum and asking him some questions, where they find that there was a witch hunt a little while before the Dragon War, and there was a fairy tale that they would tell about a looming darkness that is described exactly as the creature that was seen in their vision that the party had in that temple. And now the party wakes up to a new day. With 2 months left until the winter tournament, they decide, what's next?
That's not right. That's not right. That looks gnarly.
It was an accident. It was on purpose, but it wasn't really meant to be on.
Hurting like a son of a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Maelthorin is tired of taking shrooms.
Force a fucking squirrel. Squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm having
Sabas?
a heart attack.
Yeah, Timmy's mom.
I turned the computer on. What's up? Timmy's mom's hot.
And we will pick up with you guys waking up.
Head down, get something to eat.
There was actually some potatoes that was brought up from the goblins that was added into the stew. These potatoes don't have any magical properties. These are just very good potatoes.
Have you had these potatoes? Oh my god. Oh god. Oh,
You should have a hash brown. Oh,
I see you've had your fill already. Or at least had a head start.
well, what do you guys think? Should we head back then?
Like when we're sharing, because I'm trying to have some breakfast here, you know.
Oh, go ahead, eat up. We'll talk after.
Yep. Ogrurum comes with 3 gold pieces for each of you for the day of work that you had, where instead of you guys went down to climb down the stairs instead of heading back, so you didn't get paid for that day. He hands you the gold. He's like, well, what's next for you?
We can go back to investigate more in the libraries at Violet Hall. I could also use some time at the churches, maybe reconnect with my ancestors to find out what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just don't get too busy. I want to see you guys at that winter festival. You guys might have the rest of the groups beat with some of the stuff that you had to deal with, so it'll be very fun to see you guys in that tournament.
You remind us, is that typically a prize, or is it for the sake of the festival and fame? What's the allure of this tournament?
Equipment of some sort?
Yeah, it's different every time that it's held, but there's typically some form of a prize. The tournament's different every time that Skall holds it, but there's always a gold prize for those who win. And plus, it's just nice to be able to see a lot of people from the towns we don't get to as often. I received word that Astrafeld has a couple of teams participating now that they're finally freed up.
They do?
They do.
Be a good time to go home and scout potential frenemies.
I mean, the way it was sounded, you guys stormed the tower with them, so you know them.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Saren, do you think your sister has partaken on a team? She seems like the fighting type.
I imagine everybody became the fighting type over what has gone on.
Out of necessity, I guess, but who
Yeah.
chooses to keep fighting?
That's a good question.
I mean, the way that she took out some of our party members.
What can you tell me about Skall? I know a little bit, but I haven't gone far from Astrafeld. Tell me about it.
Yeah, the territory around Skall is just kind of more like a dirt land. There isn't a whole lot for vegetation down in that region. It's just your typical looking military town. It was kind of a place to restock and recuperate during the war. Really good defense. Before you even get close to the town, you'll see that Coliseum. That thing was massive. They spent years building that.
Is there much to do in Skall besides
Fighting.
partake in this tournament?
Yeah, it's
Is
not
it a
sounding like a
lively area?
vacation spot.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. That is kind of the main source of weapon craft and armor craft. We trade most of our metals with them, and then they kind of trade it back with the other towns. That way the shops there have something.
So you would say the best of the best sword and weaponsmiths, armor smiths are over in Skall.
Yes, absolutely. That's where you go to be a fighter or help make fighting better.
So having a decent amount of money.
Well, we
saved
definitely
up
want to get there
would
at
be
least a
nice
week early before the tournament.
to prepare.
Oh, if you guys are going to spend time in Violet Hall, I'm sure there's going to be a carriage arranged. You guys seem to be in Lord Carvin's good favor, so you probably don't have to worry about transportation.
And I think all of us think so. I don't know about Dubbager. Dubbager's always looking at him like,
I'm a little leery about that, Lord, but
I think the term that I've heard from the other tieflings is bombastic side eye. I'm completely not kept with the times. But
what other tieflings are you talking
What
about?
what other
I've
tieflings
heard-
does
I've read
Sabas
about
know?
Exactly.
from the party of dead mercenary group friends that I used
Oh
to
no,
have.
buddy. I feel like you're getting the
That's a
bombastic
nice
side
way
eye
of
right
saying
now.
you have a big stink eye.
Bombastic.
Bombastic.
interesting.
But it's bombastic. Hey.
I'm simply repeating what I've heard. I take no ownership on the word.
No, it's yours
Yeah.
now. Please say it
A
more.
snack.
There's rumors about all races.
Stereotypes exist for a reason, you know.
I think you're mixing up your stereotypes.
Says the creepy
there, bud.
wizard who diddles skeleton corpses.
Oh no!
You always wave your hand and does the finger thing.
Can we not talk about Susie like that? She's very shy.
Quit diddling Susie.
What's wrong with you, you son of a?
Maybe if you.
I'm going back to my potatoes now.
Potatoes.
Bastards.
I mean, we still have.
It's just a zing, as the tieflings would say. It's fine.
Why do we keep saying "as the tieflings would say"? Is that the new thing?
That's what they say.
As the tieflings would say.
Are you sure it's not Bazinga? Anywho, so what you're saying is that it seems like Skall is not the place to spend weeks on end preparing for this tournament. It'd be best to put our resources elsewhere.
The only thing that we know about the tournament is that there's going to be fighting.
Yeah.
You're not going to know anything else until you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we're still essentially like, 2-ish months, 7 weeks away,
Some time.
6 weeks away.
You wouldn't happen to know if there's any strong religious motivations in Skall? Maybe a strong deity presence and
No,
involve dragons.
Most of the deities are kind of general within the entire land. You can find if there's a temple, then there's a temple for it. I know Skall has a couple of temples that they have. Your main source of any religious structures is going to be back in Violet Hall. But clerics go to Skall to train, so they put a couple in there for them, of course. But
I'm indifferent. Truly, I could see some benefit. Maybe spending some more time trying to sift through pages of history.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd see some benefit of us getting ourselves caught up. I feel like the last couple fights that we've been have had the potential to turn against our favor, but through luck, it seems, and some compromise of poor goblin bodies have we survived. I would not be upset to train.
for the podcast listeners, they were saluting the loss of fellow goblin who courageously blew himself up for the sake of his campdom.
Hey, 1.2 goblins. Don't forget the arm.
Rest in peace, Goblin. I think I'm leaning more towards Skall. I think I wish to move forward. That is where I am throwing my coin in the proverbial hat.
Don't want to do some research back at Violet Hall. We're not privy to the idea of going back down and trying to speak to those bodies at all at this point, right? I feel like we would have done so while we were there.
I think we had a brief discussion and decided that maybe there wasn't anything left to offer them. The corpses are too mangled and aged and other things.
Yeah, I think that checking the library would be helpful. Maybe talking to Lord Carvin. Maybe he knows something.
Still
show him
stone.
at least the symbols that we found.
Mm-hmm. Right. I do feel like we have a lot of time. I think we do.
We do have a while before it starts.
You still have the rock you were given, the speaking stone.
Yeah, who is that given to?
I do.
I think, was it Dubbager or was it Saren?
I think I gave it to someone else because I could never answer it.
I think we gave it to the most responsible one in the group.
Hey, Dubbager's not inclined to that kind of stuff. It was a neat rock. And also to start talking to him.
Do we wish to conversate with him first? How long is it 24 hours? I can't remember how long this magic pebble takes to arrive at its center.
We can send a certain amount of words to him, and then he sends a certain amount back, and then it recharges.
Yeah, how long does it take to recharge?
I think it's a day. You know?
What if we start it with, what if we just say it all in one word, right? Do we break the thought of, we just shove it all into one word? Do we break the way that the stupid stone works? Just trying to hack my way through the stone.
Do you want to really break down what the thing understands as a word? Do you want to run on word? I'm not saying it's wrong.
Just saying.
And then it becomes completely illegible when all he hears is and he responds back with, "Why have you done this?"
He responds with, "I love the scat man."
Who is this scat man?
Just thought I would throw it out there in case we were didn't want to run out of words this time, because we all know some people get a little verbally inclined.
That's why we took the stone away from Dubbager.
No, I did. You didn't take it away. I gave it away because I was tired of dealing with it.
In the in the sense of Dubbager, please hand the stone over. Not in the we made Dubbager do anything. No one can make Dubbager do anything.
How funny do you think it would be if we just scream into the rock? And no context.
Do we like this guy? I'm starting to get the impression that we just want to fuck with him. I've met him twice, and it's just not favorable impressions at all.
He seems to be a good lord. He has not given us any reason to doubt him.
Okay.
Most of us to doubt him.
I saw what I saw.
He see
When
what
we
he saw.
when we first met him, you weren't here with us yet.
Oh,
And
okay.
he was talking to us, and he was saying how he was happy to see all of us except for one of us. And he was kind of looking. I was standing over by big guy here, and he was kind of looking our way. I don't know if he was talking about me or him.
No.
I think the
Sometimes.
DM has some words for that.
No, I believe you. I mean, when I first met Dubbager, he called me a crybaby, and I immediately hated him. You know what? Actually, this guy he's a cool guy. He makes sense.
His dragon statue did make me weary at first of him standing atop the statue of the painting.
Too.
Okay.
But given the wall, it's
Slain dragon or
justified,
like
yes.
the visage of
right. It was a slain dragon, right?
It's like a cousin for you. You know, it's like
No.
watching a long.
No, it's not.
Oh, so sorry.
We're totally different species.
My apology. I have no idea.
We were also actively fighting dragons.
You are the first one of your kind I've ever met. I didn't know if that was like a. That's my apologies.
How dare you? How dare you speak to them that way?
I mean, I also fought them, so it's not like I was just.
Yes.
Anyway,
Dragons are strange creatures.
Saren's like, this is what family feels like. I like this.
Bickering.
what is a family?
Well, you see, there's this movie about cars and racing,
No.
and this big tall guy goes, "Family."
No.
And
You lost
people
me
are furious.
Cars, as in like the Lord again, Lord Car.
Cars,
movie?
Carven, not cars.
I thought we were on like a half name basis now, like nicknames, you know.
Hey, yo, car, what's up,
Hey,
man?
yo, Cav, you know.
What's up, dog? What's up, car? Hey, yo, Lord Car, how you doing, man?
He's a cool lord. He might be down.
He seems.
Oh, we should bring him up. If he's fallen, we should get him.
I feel.
He's
Here is my idea. We tell him that we're on our way to have a discussion with him of the things that we learned down there and in this area.
and then go the other way. Oh wait, are we still fucking with him, or are we like the actual?
I think we go and we see what we can find.
Oh, okay.
We have this
Sure.
discussion, and we, like Saren mentioned, we read up on some books, maybe do a little deep diving. Have a Barnes and Noble day.
Yeah.
As the tieflings say, have a Barnes and Noble day.
As the tiefling say,
What
yeah.
As the tieflings
what do
say.
Barnes and Nobles have anything to do with this?
You'll
How many
find
tieflings do you know?
They founded the library. It's fine.
None.
Yeah.
One now. They're all dead.
Plus, I'm sure there might be an update on our favorite teleporting friend.
Oh, maybe.
We've been gone for some time. I'm sure that Donde has some leads, potentially.
That'd be nice. 'Cause
He's
we're
the
kind of.
lead.
Last we knew, didn't he go up north to the island?
That's what we were. We
That's
had.
what we're guess. That's what we're guessing. Yeah.
No, it was
Another guess.
It was the sand is what led us here. We
Yeah.
wanted to go to Gale Bank because we thought that the infected people, not the infected, but the blue goo stuff. Our main story we
Originated
thought
from
would
there.
lead us up there.
Yeah.
But it was winter, so we couldn't go there. So we were like, hey, let's go find Donde. With sand. When sand could be anywhere. I don't know why we went here.
True.
I really don't.
We have
Yeah. It could have been a beach. It could have been.
Wait, we just,
I know.
we just
I
watched
don't want to
horrendous.
reopen that argument.
It was just, we were traumatized from that horrendous play. I mean, we were just trying for.
Don't,
That's the
don't
worst
start.
play-
Don't
Worst
get him
play
started.
I've ever seen.
Don't get him started.
All right, do you want to be the next person that you know in your group to try to kill you? Because that was an amazing play Don't you dare knock it. No wonder you're.
Don't you dare.
Ask, you know what? Ask Susie. Even Susie would disagree with you.
Yeah, Susie
All right.
would never disagree with me. Susie loves me. Unlike
Susie can't speak.
y'all.
Weird.
Susie wouldn't be caught dead watching that play, and she's already dead. She wouldn't be there.
She wouldn't be caught living.
God.
You sons of bitches.
So, are there any other ideas in the group of what to do next?
I can't even think now, so I'm just gonna keep my corner.
Just blood red bad.
The corner.
Someone give him a sugar
There you
candy later to bring his mood back up. He's upset.
Give him a sugar cube.
Give him like
I was
one of
gonna
those.
say give him a
And then pet his
Just
hair as
lemon
you feed him the
drops,
sugar.
yeah.
I'm on a freaking. My glucose is low. I'm pissed.
He's looking a little pale. I can't tell if it's because he's a necromancer or if he's just.
For some
Can
reason,
I ask?
the pin button? There it is.
Ask what's his face that's having this little conversation with us still. Is there anyone skilled enough to work with Mithril in this town?
Mithril, probably in
You look up from your conversation,
Skall.
and there's nobody else there.
Tight. Cool.
You guys have been talking for a while, and everyone else
Anybody
already
else?
finished. Everyone finished their breakfast, and they're out to work.
That's fair.
Who are you looking for?
Well, I wonder if there'd be more skilled ones with Mithril down in Skall.
That probably. That's
That'd be my best bet to use that at.
so we definitely need to get there in time for them to,
Do we have like
prepare
hunks
any orders before we fight.
Do we have like hunks of mithril or something? I can't remember. What?
Yeah, from mining. They
Yeah,
did.
it was me and
That's right. That's right.
was it Sabas or Maelthorin that got
It wasn't me. I know that. I missed out on it.
It was you and Sabas.
Like, well, me.
I
You guys kept that to yourself, you dirty bastards.
don't. What did I write it down? Oh, I did. Hunk of mithril. Okay.
I would totally trade you that hunk of mithril for a radioactive potato.
I don't know what radioactive means.
What is radioactive?
That makes it even more rare.
Is that
What is this word, radioactive? Where'd you learn that word from?
From the tieflings.
It's radioactive. It's a foreign speak of glowing rock of death.
Foreign.
I've heard of this. The tieflings have told me.
Actually, that was a lie.
I doubt
it's
that.
from.
I've never told you.
It's draconic. You have to imagine it. Imagine dragon.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your forehead. That's
God.
Radioactive. Thank you.
That's what the tieflings say anyway.
I'll take that as a no. I'll keep my potato.
another time.
Gotcha.
Sorry, this sunk is very
Guys,
important.
I know
to me.
it's being a little bit of a,
Ian's lost it.
I know it's being a little bit pain in the ass, but I mean, like, are we doing anything today? Because it's almost lunchtime now, I bet. I'd guess.
Not that
Oh,
much
that's all right.
time is not
Yeah,
that much time is.
Actually, we should get lunch and continue this
you
conversation.
All I care about is they took the potatoes. Okay, we need to go.
Do you want my radioactive
we need
potato?
around.
Ask me about my potato. What
Could
do
we
you have anything to
hire a
trade for it?
project manager for our campaign? I think at this point we just need someone. We need a secretary.
Manage
Yes.
campaign for us. For the love of God.
I'm trying to manage this campaign, but you guys keep just going off.
So we had what? 2 ideas? Go to Violet Hall, go to Skall, right?
Yep.
Is there anything else?
Now there's 1/3. I mean, we can go north into the forest and visit.
We've already been
Was there any libraries up there we can go through?
Only the Wizard's Tower.
No, well, we already went to the Wizard's Tower. We have the map.
We didn't really see any
I've got
any books
an
there.
idea. If we go to Violet Hall, we can swing past Asterfeld on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's the carriage. You're going to go through the forest. Well, I guess.
Well, there's a road.
Yeah, the
There's
forest
a road that
isn't
goes
cursed
that
anymore,
way.
right? It should be
It's
easy to
not.
get in and get out. Yeah.
I mean, if we go to, didn't we say this calls where you guys can get your mithril stuff? We might need that for the trek from Violet Hall.
That's why we show up with like a week or 2 of time.
That's what I'm saying. If we go to, oh, you mean to go to? No, we show up at Skall first, then we can hit both of them on the way back.
So Skall
is where the tournament is at.
Right,
Sure.
but Skull's way over here.
Skall is
Yes.
here.
If we go back to Violet
we
Hall
are
and
currently
through
here.
Asterfeld to Skall.
Maybe I'm forgetting the times. I need those sugar cubes. I'm
Yeah,
losing
he's
it.
got the map, even though he's blocking it.
You guys remember?
Over this way.
Remind me. Is Skall tournament before?
So
before the ice melts? I forget.
if I'm
See
listening
the
correctly,
front coming down
if-
this way.
if I'm hearing all this correctly, you're going to go up to Violet Hall, do what you need to do there, and then
Yes.
leave early to go to Skall so you can A, stop by Astrafeld, and B, get your mithril looked at.
Yes.
Then we're gonna have to make.
What if it takes? What if it takes a
back.
significant amount of time? Well, true. Yes, we do eventually have to go back
I mean,
east.
it hasn't taken us long to get to where we are now.
Right, it took us a week to get from Violet Hall to
you guys
Pandashali.
A week and a half.
You guys are assuming
We could have.
that the map that we have.
I love it, Marcus.
Point accuracy.
If we
Damn
if we
nature.
bring our mithril, it will take too long for forge masters to craft it into whatever we want, and I'm sure there already are long lines. And we know that we need the information, but the information isn't necessarily pertinent to the tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we go to the tournament, hang out in Skall, learn what we can, go to its temples, train up, do the things, right?
Those sound
And
like they really have temples there, though.
They might have one or two, right? You know,
What you're saying is,
we're gonna go east anyway.
just in case these projects take too long, we can deposit them, be in Skall for a little bit, go take our trip, and then come back.
I don't know. I don't know that. What information do we gain? The information we gain from Violet Hall and or Astrafeld won't help us in the tournament. There's no urgency in the information, is what I'm saying.
But there's no urgency for the tournament because we still have
There
2.5
is.
months.
We have 2 months.
True.
Yes, that's a long time.
It takes us, roughly a week and a half to get there from where we're at now. Plus, however long it takes, we have to wait for our things.
Other idea, we can waste a month and a half trying to kill the thing in the separate pocket dimension.
That won't work. That won't work. We can't just come back now. That was
get one more.
No, we have the coins. We'll have the coins every time. There's just no time limit.
Yeah,
So we just have to be conscious to activate the coin.
Yeah.
Look at you, Sabas. Stay conscious.
I was conscious.
You were.
I did not fall. By the blood.
I forgot about the retcon. About the retcon.
By the blood in my body, I did not fall. My eyes closed for a brief moment.
I got sand in my eye, and I had a headache,
And I couldn't move my arms to rub them.
and my allergies.
My shoes fell off.
My shoes fell off.
And I was still dealing with my trauma. I'm with carts. I think we can do just about any order of these.
That's what the happens.
I simply wish to check in first and Skall to get that mithril stuff.
I think that is a fair
house
idea.
before, and then if we wish to travel to the others, then come back. Then the more the road travel, the better.
We go to Skall and then beeline to Violet Hall.
Yes.
Try to finagle a carriage so we can get back to Skall in due time.
We could do a carriage now to Skall.
How long would a round walk
Do they
like
have
that
carriages
go? If we went to Skall and back to Mount?
So from Pandashali to Skall is going to take you a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Checks
from
out.
Skall to Violet Hall is going to take you, if you follow the main road, 2.5 weeks. If you go off the main road, about 2 weeks. It'll cut half a week.
I keep forgetting the orientation of the cliff between Asterfeld and Violet Hall. Is the high ground in Violet Hall or
Yes.
Asterfeld?
Violet
Hall.
So if we're feeling daring, we can just jump. Or
The
rappel
mountains.
down.
Sure, yeah, at the range. At some point, I'm sure you could.
Yeah. We'll just focus on your rolls, okay?
You would remember when you went to that first cave on that cliffside, the cliffs are about 20-25 feet up, and it's just a straight cliff.
Yeah, we have rope.
Scale. Yeah, we'll just throw Dubbager up there.
I can walk it. I can walk
vertical.
vertically. I can watch. Well, I can go vertically as fast as I do regular walking.
Oh,
I don't know, with
If
your
I
recent
remember right.
acrobatics rolls.
I mean, you have climb speed, which is not walking up walls; it's climbing.
But it's climbing, and I can
Can
go
we
the same
work on
speed
that?
as I walk.
His climbing is just
I can go
sideways
30
walking.
feet in one time.
using your hands and feet on a non-flat surface, sir. You
Not
Spider-Man?
flat. I sure hope it's not flat because I need the griffins to hold on to.
Knowing Dubbager, this is also like the opposite of Spider-Man. It's feet first, arms last.
Oh.
My tail
Where's Crab Walk?
hanging up there.
The tail is the safety. In case you slip, the tail keeps you in.
Is everyone okay if we head to Skall first?
After our hearty breakfast and nice refreshing drink, I'm feeling we're good to go.
Is there some
Everyone say
sort of temple church thing over there? Maybe
Ogrurum
we
did
should ask
say.
somebody.
Ogrurum did tell you that there were a couple of temples for the clerics that would go there to train. So there are temples.
Okay. I'm assuming that's how this works.
Now,
Makes sense.
something to point right now. Did you send that message to Lord Carvin?
I don't think we agreed on it.
No, I was asking if those were the words to send.
Okay.
He's like, these bitches led me on.
Well, we just tell them.
And then they don't even come.
We would just tell them again tomorrow that, like, hey, we changed our mind. You know,
We're going another way
here
now.
first. You know,
It's like, I had a cookout plan.
you could still tell him that we're going to Skall and ask him if he is okay with us being champions for Whitehall or if he has plans for it. Like, you'd still do that.
He
Maybe
did
that's
tell
not-
us that was the plan and that he already set it up.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just go with that.
And y'all made me sound crazy, though. This whole Heroes of Violet whole thing would be a stretch. He's actively setting it up for us.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no carriages to get us there?
No, Pondicherry does not have any carriages.
Are there any dwarves for hire that would like to carry us there?
Yes.
Be like the old Egyptian rulers.
Yeah, painfully inefficient. It takes twice as long to get there.
Wild.
No, I'm good to go whenever y'all are.
Yep, same here.
Okay. So you head to Skall. Very uneventful trip. You guys follow the road and you get there in a week's time. So it is now Shoru 18. It's about
No
to be
pocket dimensions?
No pocket dimensions. It's about to be Kosha, which is the first month of winter.
That's not Gocha. Sorry.
Wow.
And it is getting at this point pretty cold.
Ooh, a new moon right around the corner.
Yep, you guys tell it's getting kind of in the colder temps. But you guys make it to Skall, and as you make it to Skall, I can show you guys the map.
Yay! Yeah! I can show you the map.
So yeah, as you guys are approaching Skall, even before you see, like, you can see like a little bit of the walls, but you see this Colosseum. This Colosseum is like 50 feet up in the air. It's not floating, but like it goes up 50 feet.
I wish it was. That's your hope it goes.
And then as you approach the main gates, you do see on each side there's a little post with ballistas set up. You see a guard posted up, and you see 2 guards at the gate.
How mean do they look?
As you guys are walking up, they were kind of like slouching a bit, and then as they see you approach, they kind of like perk up, like have this like little bit of a smile, look at each other, and they start doing rock paper scissors.
I want to go up there and I want to start playing rock paper scissors with them. And I want to win.
As you approach, they're going, and it is just a tie after a tie after a tie.
Do they keep picking the same
Yeah.
option?
Okay.
They
I'm
keep
gonna play.
winning.
I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna start doing it with them.
And you notice that as you're doing it with them, it's also a three-way tie, a three-way tie, a three-way tie.
I want to win.
Give
I would like to win.
um
Can I roll,
give me a
sleight of hand win.
give me a perception to see if you can discern by their hand movements what they're going to choose.
Oh my god.
The disadvantage.
Yep, it is a disadvantage because it is daytime, and as a drow, you are light sensitive.
Well, I rolled a 9.
So you can't quite discern by their movements which one they're going to choose. But with your idea of a sleight of hand, give me a sleight of hand to see if you can last second change which one you choose and have them not notice.
Yes.
So you see they both hit rock. They look at each other for a second. Then as they look down, you quickly flatten your hand to paper and they're just
Oldest trick in the book.
what do we do here? I don't know. This is a you and me thing. I don't know what to do if the third person wins. And they both look at you, and at the same time, they're like, "Hi, welcome to Skall."
Well, thank you for welcoming us.
Did we get a degree now?
So
You see,
there's a tournament going on here. Where do we sign up for that?
the heads of each of the towns signed you up.
Oh, so the Lord will discuss it. Okay.
The heads up.
Well, yeah, you have Lord Carvin in Violet Hall. You have Ogruam in Pondashali. You have the heiress parents in Ashrafeld, and then you have the High Wizard here in Skall.
Perfect moment for the
wizard.
song to kick in.
So we need to go back and talk to the Lord anyways. Have him sponsor us.
And the guard on the right pulls out a paper. Group name.
Remnants.
You're already signed up.
Ah.
Hey, who are the other ones?
Classified.
That's not true. I roll persuasion.
Okay, go ahead.
That's not true.
It might be true. I rolled a 3 with a natural 1.
He looks at you and kind of laughs. you get a load of this guy, bro. It's like, it's classified.
Is it classified to know if they are here right now? Just knowing that their presence is here.
Oh, I mean, the Skall representatives are here. Yeah. No one from the other towns have come in yet.
Okay.
If I beat you guys in rock, paper, scissors, will you tell me?
No, that's classified.
I'm gonna roll persuasion to persuade them to play rock, paper, scissors with me to tell me.
You got it.
Well,
That's a lot better than 1.
So the guard on the left is like, shh, we can beat him this time. And they get ready and they're going. Are you...
You're gonna keep an eye on him?
I rolled an 8.
With that 8, as they're going, they both go scissors, and instinctually you go down with paper. It's like, "Ah!" And they bump chess pieces together. You just hear metal clunk.
What kind of guards are these? Are they
Bros.
human? Are they...
These
They're
two are
bros.
both human.
Okay.
And you see, they're like, but let us introduce ourselves. The guard on the right goes, my name is Todd. And the guard on the left goes, my name is Laud, and we are the Odd Brothers.
I'm writing that down.
You're pretty
I
odd.
have a feeling
for sure.
I have a feeling this isn't the first time we're going to talk, or the last time we're going to talk to them.
Heroes, these guys.
We're just standing post in case of any aggressive animals come around.
Keep up the good work. If we
You
go
gonna,
in.
you gonna beat the rabid dog with rock, paper, scissors?
No. That's what the spears are for.
Shipped at the bottom, and I walk past him. It's not chipped.
I want to give them both handshakes, say good game, beat you guys next time, and I'll walk in.
The Odd Brothers will always accept the challenge. Yeah, you guys walk into Skall and you see just that front area is kind of like the housing. There's a section of people who are just here for training, and then a section of people who make their living here. As you can see by the map, let me pull that back up. As you guys walk in, past the towns, obviously the giant Colosseum in the middle. The gates currently close as they are getting things prepared. You see on each side, on the top and the bottom, the light blue one is your armor smith. The dark blue one is your weaponsmith. The big building over there is kind of like the fighter hall. It's kind of where most of the training takes place. And then you do see once you kind of start walking around this giant Colosseum, you see a giant cluster of shrubs and trees. You see some kids kind of hanging from the trees, and across from that there's two temples with some little flower beds and little flower gardens.
I like this place. You said the training takes place in the top left. Was that it?
Yep.
Okay.
I thought that was going to be the
Where are
boss or the Lord's
Yeah,
mansion.
where would the governing body be?
Are you asking around town? Are you finding somebody and yeah, you'll see
Who
see
wears the
like
pants?
you'll see a group of teenagers with wooden swords, kind of just like that. You see that they have like leather helmets on, and they're kind of just like you see a group of them are actually engaged in like some form of a combat, and then you see a couple of little kids off to the side with the helmets on. They're just like hitting each other with the wooden swords.
Ah, the grass pickers.
They're like, yeah, the High Wizard is in the fighting hall normally.
The High Wizard. So intimidating. So, gang, where to?
I'm interested in putting in my
Well,
order.
you guys are you guys are interested in the Mithril.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
Decided what to do with it just yet, I suppose.
Yeah, figure out if you want armor or a weapon with it.
Mm-hmm.
That, and the rest of us can look for I think those are. Did he say those are stables over there? We can look for stables unless we don't want to go report the information back now that we know we're signed up.
Depends on how much horses are or whatever.
Might go to the temple.
How much are horses?
Horses, you go to a stable and kind of ask around. Horses, each horse is 40 gold, which that comes with the horse and a week and a half supply of feed.
We want to get horses so it's faster to get around, or
Is there a carriage service that we can pay like a one-time fee that we don't have to pay for the horses or anything? Just like to actually.
That's for
do
purchasing the horses.
to do the travel service.
If you're
Just,
looking,
like, I mean, is there like a caravan service where they just
They're
like
an Uber.
Uber.
probably we don't have to like actually maintain the horses after.
like
Right.
a taxi.
That's that. Okay.
That's
so
the
for that,
titling
if you're
check.
looking for just like a one-way trip, luckily enough, there is you start talking to the guy at the stables, and there is a trip to Violet Hall to bring equipment requested by the other party that Violet Hall is presenting for the tournament.
Other party.
They have some like weapons and armor that they requested that it's going to go out in 2 days. They're going to take a trip to Violet Hall.
I'm sure we could. You said it's leaving in 2 days?
Yes.
I think we can make
Giving you
use of 2
time
days.
to or get your orders in, and
Yeah. And now that we know that we can just request materials from here, good to know for the future.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do we all think that we can wrap our affairs in 2 days?
no, I would like to get more fire and maybe some frost arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Oh
we need
yeah, the
frost
armory's got to
arrows.
have some lightning arrows, right? Some elemental arrows.
You'd be looking at more like the weaponsmith instead of the armor smith.
Or the weaponsmith, yeah. Armory is armor. Yeah. The weaponsmith or the armory?
I'm gonna start with the weaponsmith.
Tight. I'll tag team with you.
And I'm
tag
going
along.
to the weaponsmith.
Okay, and we have 3 going to the weaponsmith, 1 going to the church, the temple. Maelthorin, you tagging along with anybody?
I'll just go with the weaponsmith for now.
Safe travels, Saren.
See you soon.
Don't get
Where's
caught in
Sarah going
e-books.
again? Sarah, where are you going again?
To the temples.
Where before we all split up? What is there an inn around for us all to get, so we can have a single base, basically, single place to go to?
Yeah, I mean
Come back at dusk.
there's the section for people who are just here to train. This kind of acts as an inn, like a motel, kind of.
We'll need a place to stay, so yeah, we could meet.
Yeah, we should maybe get our place to stay and then split up.
Yeah, easy enough. How many rooms?
Just one big one.
One big room?
One big one.
Hanging out with the boys.
One huge room. We're gonna party.
I'll have my own.
Sabas has his own?
Yep.
Okay. So for the
You
big
just snore, don't you?
for the big room, it's gonna be 4 gold per night, and
So
then
1 each?
for the single
Yeah.
2
room.
each.
Are you also going for a big room or just like a regular size room?
Regular.
Regular. It's gonna be 1 gold per night.
Can we go ahead and pay that now so we
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
get
go
that out
ahead.
of the way?
It's basically 2 gold each.
Yep.
Let's just be for the 2 nights. Right.
Yeah, 2 nights.
Yeah. Go
We'll
with
go to
you.
the temples instead. Sorry,
Let's go look at some
I don't want to
weaponry.
like keep. I don't want Sarah to go by himself.
So, buddy.
Yeah,
Weapons.
I don't plan on being long.
Okay. You guys go there and you see a dwarf with just the biggest beard, even bigger than Ogru Rum. It's mainly brown with like streaks of white and green.
Hell yeah. Green.
Mm-hmm.
The
And-
beard, guy.
You just see him hammering on a weapon.
Okay.
He looks like, thank you. I grew it myself.
Yeah, how do you keep from catching fire every time those sparks fly up? That's
Is that what turned it green?
I magically enchanted my beard. Yeah, as you guys are now closer, you see there are like little rings in his beard.
That's pretty neat.
Very nice.
Well, you guys look new to town. Here for the tournament?
yes and no. We're
It's a
little early,
little
so
it's a little pre-planned, pre-prep
Mm.
trip before.
Smart.
Mhm.
Smart. Most people just have the head of their town order ahead, but for the way it sounded, you guys were in Pondashali. I'm assuming you are the remnants.
Mm-hmm.
A ragtag
Yes.
group of races not that well known here anymore.
Oh, I
True,
thought
that
that
might-
was racist.
that might be what gave you
Or no.
away.
That's definitely
Yeah.
what gave it away. Absolutely. What can I do you for?
What's your arrow stock look like, good sir? What kind of variety do you have?
Well, normally I just make things that are requested. But for stock, I mainly just have the regular stuff. I don't normally try to use up the good material unless it's getting traded or
That's fair. You
already
gotta
have a
keep it fresh.
pre-plan.
You
Yeah.
can't
Well, I
have
would-
stale arrows.
Would you be able to get some arrows of fire or some arrows of frost?
And he kind of looks through a bag. He's like, I could do you some fire. I need to go back and grab some material from the land up north to make any more frost arrows.
Okay.
How about
I would like to have a bundle of each, if possible.
Well, are you looking to get this before the tournament?
Preferably, but
I can only
sooner
do
the better.
I can only do the fire ones before the tournament.
Okay.
I gotta stay here for all the
Then-
requests that'll be coming in the next month, so I can't really head out.
No problem. I'll take the fire ones, and then whenever you can get the frost ones done,
Yeah.
is there a way you can get a hold of me, and I can always come back?
Yeah, hopefully we won't need those fire arrows in between.
Oh, that's true. We would need some in between. How fast could you do the fire arrows?
I have most of the material here. It would probably take me about 3 weeks' time to get a whole bundle made.
So this would
Okay,
definitely be a
so-
tournament thing.
That would be
Yeah,
before
I'll
the
have to
tournament.
wait till we get back.
Uh,
So
So
how
have
do-
to take a trip back.
priority list is just the weapons and armor. Any
Right.
magical equipment requested comes first, and then the in-person requests normally take a little bit longer. As you guys are a part of the tournament, the 3 weeks is a expedited time, but to make the special arrows, I have to first then craft the arrowheads with the material, and it's a whole process. I can't just grab these arrows, slap some goo on it, and ignite it on fire, unfortunately.
How
Isn't that literally how it works?
how tricky would it be to get lightning arrows? Since we're on the conversation of arrows. Same time frame as the fire.
He looks through his bag. I could get you about 5 in that amount of time with the material I have.
How much would that put us back?
It's just one gold per arrow with the
Okay.
material. So
And a
he would
bundle
only
is
be able to
20, right?
yep, a
He would
bundle
only be
is
able
20.
to be okay.
And he'd be able to make 10 lightning with his material that he has.
Okay. I don't need them immediately, so if I could put 10 gold down now to be able to pick up those arrows when we come back.
I could do half now, and then
Oh,
well, like I said, I have the material to make a bundle of 10.
yeah.
But then I'd have to go and scout for the
Rest.
material for the rest.
I mean, I'm fine with the 10.
Which one? Okay.
And then about the fire arrows, do you have enough ingredients to make a few for now and then the rest later?
Well, it's still gonna take roughly about the same amount of time.
Right.
If
Okay.
you're just
I will
looking-
give you 20 gold for 20.
Cool. And he takes the money and he's like, you see, on the table next to the anvil, there's a list, and he just writes down your guys' order and puts a star next to it.
Cool. He said half now. Or half payment.
Whatever
Is that what he said?
whatever you are gonna buy. So if you're buying half a bundle, which is 10, it's gonna be 10 gold.
Okay.
I'm buying the
Go
whole
ahead.
bundle, so it's 20.
Yep.
I so don't want to forget.
Anything else here?
I did have a question.
By the
about
way,
something else, but
Longbeard,
I'll let y'all.
what is your name?
Longbeard is good.
Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, Longbeard, and tell you what, I'm going to give you 20 more gold, and when you get the chance, get those frost arrows, and just let me know when they're ready. So I will change.
Anything for you, Sabas?
I was thinking it over. I think I'm maybe more interested in armor at this point.
Okay.
Seems my attack variety is wide. I'll just
Now, Balasar, is with your mithril, are you wanting to get a weapon with that or armor?
I was leaning towards armor, but I was going to ask Longbeard. I'm going to take out my short swords and ask, are there any kind of upgrades that you could work on these short swords?
If you're looking to enchant them, you're probably gonna want to talk to the High Wizard, as most enchantments are more spell-based. There are some smiths out there that can do a bit of both. I am just strictly here to make.
Sounds good to me.
Weapons.
At least you're honest. I'll put that back in. So I'm good to go. To the armory.
So as you guys walk out and start
I'm
heading
gonna say,
to...
hey guys, you guys head to the armory. I'm gonna head up to see about someone being able to take care of some more magic on my armor. So
Cool.
see what that runs.
So you're going towards the High Wizard? Jesus.
Yeah, I guess that's who would do it, right? DM.
Yep. Indeed.
Okay. So yep, that's where I would head to. So I'll let you guys go. I'll head my way, and what's next?
Cool beans.
Yep, so as you guys head down to the armory and you head to where
The training.
you were told that he was supposed to be, we're going to head over to the temple. Maelthorin and Saren, as you approach. It's not as grand as the one in Violet Hall. You do see just... it's just a nice building with some stained glass, each stained glass depicting a different deity.
Do we see any people?
Outside, no. Other than the kids, like, in the trees and shrubs across the road.
No, anybody at all?
Not outside.
Okay. Well, let's see if there's anybody inside, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go inside.
Not even a guard at the door.
Well, they were too busy playing.
They're
game.
occupied.
The kids are the guards.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk in and you do see there is inside of the temple there are you see somebody cladded in heavy armor with a mace strapped to his side, just down praying to the stained glass of Helm, the god of protection. A man dressed in a robe walks up and what deity do you serve?
Salune.
And he kind of gestures towards the back. There is a stained glass of just a full moon and a figure of a lady.
I turn to Maelthorin and I'm like, I think that this is one of the only places that I can connect with my ancestor, and I really want to find out what's going on with things. I'm going to try to reach out.
And yeah, I just like waft my hand forward, like after you.
Okay. So I head over to, I guess there's some place to kneel or sit.
Yeah,
Try to like clear my mind.
Go ahead and give me a religion roll.
14.
As you clear your mind, you kind of look back in your mind to the events that happened, everything that your journey has led you through, and once again you end back looking over the lake by Violet Hall and the full moon. As you see the waves just floating, and you see the full moon in the lake. There is no rippling water. It's just all around it is the rippling.
Okay. Am I able to move in this state? Am I able to look around?
Yeah, are you trying to move?
I think I want to try and wade into this lake.
Yeah, as you start taking steps, you are walking on top of the water.
Okay. This is cool. This is unexpected. And I just look around and I'm like, hello? Sort of trying to see if anybody responds or if there's any sounds.
Yeah, you feel the water underneath you kind of start change its direction of how the waves were moving with the wind, and starts going towards the center where the moon is.
I cautiously follow suit and head towards the middle.
As you reach the center and you are in this full moon reflection, you, within the wind, you hear a voice, and it goes, "Thank you for finding my body."
Yeah. Hello. I was hoping to find some more answers here about all that I saw.
Of course. I do not have the strength to come visibly, but I can hear and I can talk.
Oh, okay. Am I doing this right? Is that my fault?
You are doing just fine.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the paper with the symbols on it?
Paper with this. Oh, yes. Our alliance that was formed to fight the never-ending darkness. Yes, there was my group. We were the heads of other groups. I was the champion of Saloon, which is how I am able to talk to you. I have gotten her blessing to be able to come back in a form, in a sense, to try to aid in what is coming. Then we had the Great Wings, heroic and very kind group of dragon folk. It pained my heart to have to see them fight their own kind.
I can only imagine.
Then we had our bard was the head of a thieves guild.
Really?
Yes. Our sorcerer was a master of necromancy, able to not only raise but summon those of his own. And then we had our orc friend. Never seen a orc as smart as he. Those, oh, you wouldn't know what they are. Those boomsticks that he had were of his own making. First of its kind, actually. And he was the head of his mercenary guild. It was he just started it too, in a way to try to gain combatants to help us in this fight. He was very knowledgeable with the politics and the people of the area. He was able to get quite a following into his guild.
How, if I can ask, are we connected to these events?
The only connection that you all have is that it's happening again.
Happening again?
Well,
the blue.
The Dragon War. The blue.
We've been fighting things that are infected. They ooze blue liquid.
And although you can't see her face, you get a sense of bewilderment, like caught off guard by that comment. Oh, that's dangerous.
It seems to be.
The water around you kind of settles.
Are we running out of time?
It seems so. I am only, with the power I have, I'm only able to do quick bursts. But thankfully, with our ancestral connection, I'm able to talk to you a little bit more often than my goddess can.
Oh.
I might not answer every call, but I'll be able to answer as many as I can.
Okay. Does Salune need help?
Oh, no. There's just... As a champion, I'm still bound to my oath. I do not have all the power she has.
Okay.
There's just... After some time, I need to rest in her light and regain some power from time to time.
Understood. I'm trying to wrap my head around this entire cleric thing.
You are a cleric. Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, okay, hold on. That was not confirmation. I was just saying that I have the abilities of what I think clerics do, and I'm trying to understand it, and I was hoping to get some guidance on top of the world seems to be ending.
That would also be because of me. Your past haunts you, and I'm sure you are aware. The dark star that glooms ahead. I, in my final moments, decided to cast a binding, a spell, thanks to the power of just the amount of magic that was in the area. I mean, if you found my body, you know that things are kind of weird there.
That's a word for it. Yes.
After the events, magic was heightened in a weird way, and I was able to grant the power to aid one of my ancestors if this threat ever came back. And since this is now our second time meeting, that means that it is indeed coming back in a way.
Okay. Okay. It seems like I'm gonna need a lot more guidance, so I hope that I continue to go in the way that I know how to do. I follow my instincts. I hope they're good ones.
Well, your party's not dead, are they?
No, they're great.
Oh, then you're doing fine.
I have some concerns on top of blue and trauma and demonic intervention. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna find out.
Demonic warlock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that checks out.
I'm gonna do something about that. I don't like it.
And you see the light from the moon start to fade. She goes, one quick thing. If they are on their rise, then either the one that we destroyed is either back or has been replaced. Be careful if Brariel comes back.
Brariel.
As the moonlight fades, where the moon reflection was is now a hole with the water going in as you calmly and slowly start to float down. And as you do, as the darkness around you is all you can see, you open your eyes back at the temple. And at this point, you guys make it to the weaponsmith.
The armorsmith.
Armorsmith, bro. We were at the weaponsmith already.
Well, armorsmith, my bad.
Yeah.
It was so long that we just went all the way back.
You guys make it. You guys walk
was
into the armorsmith, and you see a similarly built dwarf, but with a short, stubby beard.
I was about to say.
Little short beard instead of
Short
long beard.
beard.
He looks up. Do I know you?
No, but we know Longbeard. So we
Oh,
figured
my
we'd stick
cousin!
with-
How is that old son of a bitch?
He's hiking the prices. They're outrageous.
As our dad taught us.
Fuck.
Your cousin, our dad.
Well, you know.
I mean, they.
In lieu of
Easier to say that than
competitive
my dad
markets,
is
we've
also.
come to you to negotiate prices.
He looks at you, Dubbager goes, he's adopted. It's not weird.
Okay.
It's still a little weird. Anyway, I have some shiny rock that I wish a chunk of a shiny rock I wish to be converted into
Playing your cards already.
a breastplate. I wish to convert. I will supply the materials for a moderate discount in request for a piece of chest
Is that
armor.
enough for best friends?
You pull out the mithril,
And
and his hammer drops out of his hand.
yes,
As you see, his hands are shaky, and he's like,
it's the finest piece of mithril.
I haven't seen this in ages.
And you could, or your cousin could make something out of this. There's only one of them.
Weapons. Oh, we can't make
Only
weapons.
one.
Out of
Yes,
mithril.
only one.
Oh.
In this
As he
vicinity.
pulls out his other one.
No,
You can't make weapons out of mithril.
There aren't mithril weapons.
Come on.
not yet.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
he might be the 1st,
Mhm.
but
You gonna let him get the potential to one up you in the family business? Surely not.
Well, a
This is your
mithril
chance.
weapon. You know how powerful
This is your
that'd be.
chance to work on this light blue metal. I think light green. Not sure.
It's light blue.
A little colorblind. It's all the dust.
I can do that.
What's the damage looking like?
Well,
And time frame, if you could supply me with that.
time frame. And he looks at his list of requests, and I should definitely have it done before the tournament.
We are participants, so we were told that expeditions of work could be arranged. from the leaders of the
Looking at you
towns.
all, I would have guessed so.
Oh, cool. Sometimes our glory gets overshadowed by weird faces.
Glory. Who are you?
Oh, I just work here.
I work here.
As we were saying, the armor that we were going to make.
Since you're bringing the mithril to me, I can give you a discount and do it for 400.
You're robbing me blind. But I also don't know if you're robbing me blind, so I'll have to just accept.
Hold on.
I'm holding on. I was told.
What if
there's
a discount for making 2 mithril half plates as I pull my punk out?
You also had one? I could have.
Do I know you?
I could have. Yes, I know you. We're in the same part. I could have accidentally deceived Shortbeard.
What are the odds?
I'm so sorry, Shortbeard. I can't believe that this mistake has befumbled on us.
Would we've known?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
No, you were in separate areas when you bought it.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I actually don't know. You got a point. I actually don't know.
Did we ever talk about it, though? I don't think we ever physically.
I don't remember.
So you are actual in shock right now.
I thought my rock was shiny and important and rare. How did you find what?
Well, I guess we were just in a very lucky place.
Yeah, I mean, same discount for you as well. I mean, I still have to think about the time and potentially the amount of hammers this is going to go through. But 400 for each, and I can get both of them done before the tournament.
How much more of a discount to make this more complicated? Or how much off that price would I get if I hand him my little chunks of copper ore? Just to throw on top.
He just like looks at it and kind of just like points off to the side where you see a barrel overflowing of copper ore. Unfortunately, I'm set on that.
It was worth a shot as I pull him back. 400 gold? Sounds good to me. How about you, Sabas?
Being held hostage. I don't have much of a choice. I need to not be hurted.
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 Well, isn't a bunch of orcs, I heard.
Medium armor too?
I'm proficient in medium and heavy because I'm a paladin.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Fun fact.
400 smackaroonies.
So yeah, you guys get that. And,
deducting it.
You had 400 macaroonies?
I have 523.
I haven't spent a single penny.
Yeah, I spent money on lightning arrows 20 sessions ago.
Oh, yeah, I guess I did get the cloak and the boots.
Yeah, you go into the kind of the training hall, the fighting hall, and you see just right at the front desk a dude and you recognize him. It's the same little guy that was by the table by the door in the rock to go to the dimensional area.
Ain't no way.
Hey, long time no see.
He looks up. Oh, I didn't expect you and Skall for a couple more months.
Oh, we kind of got sidetracked. It had some things happen. Thought we'd come here first and leave and come back in time. And it's been a ride.
Never.
But you know how those mine carts are. I mean, they go up and down the hills, going through the caves and stuff. That's the way it's been, dude. It's been all over the place. But anyways, hey, I was just coming by here. I was looking to see if you had any ways to improve the ability of my armor or something to protect me more? Anyway, how much would it cost to do an upgrade on my armor?
Yeah, and he kind of like has the little magnifying glass kind of goes in. It's like leather. Yeah, we can easily make an enchantment of just regular protection if you want it. It's gonna cost about 600.
Okay, that's all I needed to know here. I appreciate that. Well, you have yourself a great day. It's good seeing you again, man. You'll have to come by the inn where you're staying at. We can party it down with you.
Oh, I have a lot to work to get to.
Oh, okay, understandable.
I have been at that desk by the door for months, and I have to catch up on a lot.
I assume someone else is watching the door.
Yeah, someone else is watching that right now.
Yes, we take shifts. We take shifts every few months. Yes.
At least you get to go where it's warm every now and then, and
I fucking hate it.
You hate it? You like this cold that we're getting now here?
This is exactly how I want it. Yes.
Ah,
my man.
I understood. Well, it's good seeing you again, and I will talk at you another time.
All right. We leave from that scene. I know you were just tagging along with Saren, but did you want to do anything, Maelthorin?
Is there any libraries in this school that I can look into, or is it no
walking around there?
Yeah,
I mean, if there is any books, it's probably in the fighting hall with the High Wizard, because that seems to be where he also is.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll wait, and maybe I'll ask Saren if he wants to go to see the magician, see if we'll pull a rabbit out of his hat. Then I guess, and see if we can go find some reading materials, maybe.
Seems disrespectful, but yes, let's go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, different days, fine.
Yep. So you guys reconvene back at the inn. Dinner provided. You have a nice meal, but I believe that's where we are going to call. It's closer to midday, about like 10 a.m. ish, when you guys hop off the caravan. It takes you, at this point, now that the fog's lifted, only about 30 minutes to make your way through the woods and reach the town of Astrafeld. And you see...
Oh, right. Can't confirm nor deny.
He bamboozled us.
Biblioboozled.
Not biblioboozled.
You just got biblioboozled.
You won my heart.
Where's he going?
But in the competitions, I gotta fight. So I hope don't get upset with me because of that.
I look over and I just say, "This is why we took the stone away from him. The writing thing, gee, Christmas."
Your eye it like glitches, it kind of like shakes, and all of a sudden it is pure night. You see not Biblioteca, you see a figure completely shadowed over with bright purple eyes, and you see long curled ears, and above him you see a giant star that's outlined in red. And then your vision glitches again and you're back. It's day. And you see Biblio.
It's Biblio. Let's go get him. This is bullshit.